cause for concern, not a cause for panic.
President Biden briefing Americans about what he knows about the Omicron variant of the coronavirus coming up. We'll tell you why experts say it could pose a high risk all over the globe.
Plus, the Fed's now getting involved after a teen was found dead in Palm Beach Gardens after going out for a bike ride. We're going to update you on the investigation.
The trial of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged madam begins. Next, we'll tell you what prosecutors said in opening arguments and how Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyers are crafting her defense. CBS 12 News This Morning begins now.
You're watching CBS 12 News This Morning.
Well, it is the last day of the second to last month of 2021. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Lincoln.
I followed you. There we go. Okay.
Wasn't that hard?
Hey, I'm Ashley Glass. It's a Tuesday as well, my friends. Let's go to Zach now. Check on that forecast.
All right. Well, guys, it is a chilly one out there this morning. Our ridge of high pressure directed to our north and west. And that means a due north wind spilling right down the spine of Florida with no geographical barriers, no mountains to really contain that cold air. That just spills all the way down into our area. Good morning to you guys. 31 in Tallahassee, back below freezing this hour. 36 in Jacksonville. It's 49 in Mickey Mouse World and Universal. 49 degrees there, Orlando. 42 in Pensacola. 30s, 20s. The entire state of South Carolina at this hour is below freezing, believe it or not. Now, locally, we are cold as well. We're 48 in Okeechobee, but this hour now down to 48 degrees in Fort Pierce. Guys, last hour I told you 49 was the coldest they've been since April 6th. This hour, now that they're down to 48, it is the coldest since February 5th of this year. So if you're waking up in Fort Pierce, this is the coldest you've been since February. So get ready for those chilly temperatures. We're even at 53 in Jupiter, 56 in West Palm. You get away from the coastline, those temperatures take a drop quickly. Now these numbers, like Fort Pierce, starting on the chilly side, but we're all warming up today. We're going to talk about the mid 70s for daytime highs. Guys, we'll be back. We'll talk about that ridge of high pressure directing some moisture our way and those rain chances increasing by the weekend. That's coming up in a bit.
I think it's almost inevitable there will be, at some point, that strain here in the United States.
President Biden addressing the nation just yesterday, talking about the new variant of COVID, the Omicron variant. We brought it to you live on CBS 12 News at noon yesterday. As it broke, the president says it's only a matter of time before the Omicron variant pops up in the United States.
And he says now is the time to prepare, not to panic about the variant, which was first detected in South Africa less than 2 weeks ago. This morning, the World Health Organization is calling the Omicron a variant of concern. World health officials say the variant has the potential to pose a very high global risk, as it's loaded with more mutations than the Delta variant.
All right, let's go to Kara now at the COVID alert desk with the latest on this new strain. So what have we learned, Kara, in the last 24 hours?
Well, Matt, Ashley, right now we know there are about 200 cases in at least 16 countries, including Canada, but still none have been reported here in the United States. World health officials say that the new strand has mainly affected young people, and for the most part, they've only shown mild symptoms. Health experts say in about 2 weeks, they should have a better idea of the severity as well as how well the vaccines work against it. Right now, President Biden said he is not considering any lockdowns. Instead, he is stressing the importance of vaccinations and booster shots.
We have the best vaccine in the world, the best medicines, the best scientists, and we're learning more every single day. And we'll fight this variant with scientific and knowledgeable actions and speed, not chaos and confusion.
And at the White House on Monday, President Biden defended the travel restrictions now banning non-U.S. residents from 8 southern African nations from entering the country. But he does say that he does not expect the U.S. to impose any more travel restrictions, at least not right now. And looking ahead to this Thursday, the president plans to announce his plan to fight COVID-19 throughout the winter. We will be sure to bring you all of the latest developments right here from the COVID Alert Desk. Matt?
All right, Karen, this morning local doctors are telling us a more contagious variant may not necessarily be a bad thing. They say viruses tend to mutate in a direction that is more transmissible but less severe. And if Omicron fits that pattern, the virus is mutating to become more mild and similar to just a cold. Dr. Thomas Unash of the University of South Florida is not too concerned about it yet.
You know, something that we want to keep an eye on, but not something that I'm going to recommend people panic about or change their plans or anything about right now. If this thing spreads around and gets to everybody and everybody gets a case of the sniffles, I think we could all deal with that.
So right now, there's still more evidence that needs to be gathered, especially when it comes to vaccines on this. Omicron's mutations could mean more breakthrough cases, and that's why doctors say now more than ever is a good time to get vaccinated and get your boosters.
And the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is now recommending booster shots for all adults as Omicron's spreading. CDC says people 18 and up should get the booster shot 6 months after their second dose of either Pfizer or Moderna, or 2 months out from getting that single dose Johnson & Johnson. We're also learning that Pfizer is expected to ask the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to approve booster shots for 16 and 17-year-olds.
Well, we checked in with our local schools on how they are preparing to prevent the spread of the virus or any mutations. And Palm Beach County school leaders tell us they're waiting for direction from the county health department. A spokesperson for Okeechobee says the school district has not altered cleaning procedures since the pandemic began. Martin and St. Lucie County school districts are monitoring the situation.
For all the latest developments on Omicron, make sure to download our free CBS 12 News app. We'll send updates straight to your phone. 6:06 is the time right now, and we're going to go to Matt now with an update on the Ryan Rogers case. Matt, a lot of people still following this one.
Yeah, this morning we are learning federal agencies are now working to identify possible suspects in the killing of 14-year-old Ryan Rogers. Police say the Palm Beach Gardens teen was found dead after going on a bike ride 2 weeks ago. They found Ryan and his bike near a sidewalk on Central Boulevard at the I-95 overpass in Palm Beach Gardens. And CBS 12 News' Madeline Montgomery joining us now live from Palm Beach Gardens with the latest on this investigation. Maddie?
Police and federal investigators say that they are using clues that are coming in from the community to find out what happened that caused what they call a deliberate act that ended the life of Ryan. And so far, we don't know the cause or the circumstances that led to Ryan's death. But again, we do know that it was a homicide, and we know that police with Palm Beach Gardens City and federal investigators are working on sorting through tips, sorting through clues to find out what exactly happened. And police have already revealed that one tip that's come in, they've gone ahead and screened through it. Somebody reported that they saw a person or maybe even several people wearing dark clothing and masks in the area of where Ryan went missing and his body was later discovered. But police are saying that that tip is not connected to the case. So right now what police are doing is they are adding extra patrols to the Alton area, which is where Ryan lived and where he went missing. And they're saying that if anybody in that community does see something suspicious, to go ahead and call police, not to confront whoever it is that they think might be suspicious or might be connected to this case. And coming up in about 30 minutes, we're going to be speaking with an FBI or former FBI agent who has information on what kind of technology that police and investigators can use to zero in on who the suspect might be in this case. Reporting live in Palm Beach Gardens, Madeline Montgomery, CBS 12 News.
All right, Maddie, and right now there is an $8,000 reward being offered to find the person who killed Ryan. Police are asking for anyone who has tips or maybe dash cam video that went to the area on November 15th between 6:30 and 9 o'clock at night. He died that night that he died, and you turn it over to police. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers of Palm Beach County.
It's 6:09 this morning, and we're learning more about the death of a missing man in Indian River County. So detectives say John Spencer shot 4 times, left in a wooded area in Vero Lake Estates last week by his friend, Scott Hodges. The arrest report states that Spencer visited Hodges the day before his mother reported him missing. And detectives say that Hodges told authorities where to find the body after they found a stolen gun at his home. He now faces multiple charges, including first-degree murder.
Well, 6:09 now the time this morning. We are following opening statements in the high-profile sex trafficking trial of Ghislaine Maxwell. Prosecutors describe Maxwell as a sexual predator who enticed teenage girls for sexual abuse by her former associate, Jeffrey Epstein. He died in jail 2 years ago awaiting trial, but the defense says she is a government scapegoat for Epstein. Maxwell denies any wrongdoing, could spend the rest of her life in prison if convicted. The trial is expected to last at least a month.
It's 6:10 this morning on this Tuesday, and opening statements underway in the sentencing phase for Markeith Lloyd's murder trial. Earlier this month, Lloyd was found guilty of killing an Orlando police officer outside a Walmart 3 years ago. The state plans to show an Orlando Police Department remembrance video as an impact statement. But the defense objects to the text and the music in this video. It will take a unanimous decision from the jury on whether Lloyd gets the death penalty. Lloyd was previously convicted for killing his pregnant ex-girlfriend and her unborn child. This penalty phase will take several days.
This morning, we were learning congressional primary race runner-up Dale Holness has filed a lawsuit to overturn Sheila Sheriff Lewis McCormick's 20th congressional district win in the Democratic primary. Holness claims that Sheriff Lewis McCormick did not file a financial disclosure report, bribed voters, and that mail-in ballots from military service members were improperly rejected. Earlier this month, Sheriff Lewis McCormick won that Democratic primary for the 20th congressional district by just 5 votes. Sheriff Lewis McCormick is set to go against Republican Jason Mariner in the general election in January. Let's get to Kara.
And still ahead this morning, thousands of pages of new evidence and sworn testimony just released in the sexual misconduct investigation into former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. What we're now learning about his brother, journalist Chris Cuomo's role in responding to that scandal.